Hello and welcome to Anime-Niacs. Episode was it 42?
42?
Yes. This is the answer to everything.
And that was almost the smoothest entrance we've had.
So we can't. We gotta.
Kudos.
It's got to be a little rough, you know.
It's got a reputation.
Yesterday, Scott and I were on. We were doing a little guest spot on the Odd Shaped podcast. Dan couldn't make it, unfortunately, but they were muscling in on our turf. They knew they had to pay homage and tribute to us, so they were, gracious enough to invite us onto their podcast, and it's a good bunch of guys over there.
Offered us some earth and water, and we had a good time talking about anime.
Yeah, so it was all
We
good.
brought the fire.
Yeah, check those guys out. Odd Shape Panel Side B is the name of their podcast.
Yeah,
it's a little long, but
no, they're cool guys. Know what they're talking about as far as anime is concerned. I didn't say anything completely outrageous where I felt like I had to go into full Max Hulk mode and it's like Gantz is a great cartoon. I was like,
like have the weirdest aside ever. Like Iron Man 2 was great. Has nothing to do about anything. It's all pissed.
It's like we heard that you turned into the Hulk. If someone likes Iron Man 2, and it's actually true. But I have to perceive you as not fucking with me. You actually have to genuinely. You have to defend your argument, and I'll slowly get more and more angry.
I should have messaged them.
yeah, cool bunch of guys. Go check them out.
Yeah, but actually, more importantly, check us out on their podcast. But no, it was good. It was a good time. So check that out. And yeah, they're good guys. So they have a Gilmore Girls blog that I haven't got to check out yet, but I heard it's thorough.
They're way more organized than we are.
Yeah, but who needs organization when you have all this raw talent?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, today we're here to talk about Young Justice season 1. This is one of my favorite new shows that have come out in the last 5 years or whatever. All right, is this 5 years old yet?
Yeah, 2010 is when season 1 aired.
So yeah, it's just so long already. But no, this is just a solid cartoon, and these guys hadn't seen it yet, so I was kind of pulling my hair out like, I can't believe you've never seen this. You have to watch it. So yeah, Young Justice. Dan, what's Young Justice about?
Young Justice. Yeah. Okay, it's got a bunch of the sidekicks of all the DC guys. You've got Speedy for a while, I guess. That was really Speedy, but that's a later one thing. But who else we got? Ms. Martian.
Yep.
Kid Flash.
Black Lad.
Robin. Black Lad.
Yeah, Black Lad.
It's have to get that in there, don't it?
Well, I mean, traditionally, Aqualad was white to me. When I first saw this, I was like, huh. Black Lad.
Fair enough.
But he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And they joined this group under the supervision of the Justice League. And it's basically them just going out and saying, screw you guys, we're going to go do something ourselves for most of the episodes. And it runs pretty well.
Yep. The animation is awesome. It's top notch. Just great artwork, great animation. The storyline, they just do a really good job of making it like an episodic, kind of monster of the week or whatever, but also keeping with the arc of like a full season arc, and there's a lot of character development. Yeah. And really awesome interaction, I felt like, between the team, and nothing just super stupid happened.
Yeah, this kind of feels like a scripted show in its heyday, Buffy and Angel, with the way they do the whole story arc with the little the villains in between, but that didn't matter as much as it did the character development. And they do a really good job on this.
Yep. What else?
So
Non-spoiler stuff.
Well, we can just get in a little bit of the rudimentaries. So, if you know who Greg Weisman is, he and his brother John work on this show. Greg Weisman's one of the main producers. And here it goes.
If you're gonna fucking mention this stupid Spider-Man show.
All right, so these guys have never seen Spectacular Spider-Man, which is another two-season show that got canceled. That Greg Weisman was like the producer. And there's a lot of things in the show that remind me of that. And then I was like, oh, Greg works on this too.
And just can't get off this fucking Spider-Man cartoon.
All right, they don't know how great Spectacular
Dude, I watched Ultimate Spider-Man.
We wouldn't know after that 90s one.
Yeah, I watched that Spider-Man animated series, which is lame. As all get out.
Fair enough.
And then I watched Ultimate Spider-Man,
which is awful.
Also terrible.
And then Spectacular, which is amazing.
I think you made it up in your head.
No, it's fantastic.
There was one with Doogie Howser. Which one was that?
Oh.
With NPH did a Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like the CGI one.
It was an MTV produced that.
Oh.
It was really bad.
That must have been terrible. I bet Scott loved it.
No, I hated it.
He's like, they can break glass in this one, guys. They can say kill.
They had Spider-Man Unlimited too. My boy Reno Romano. Anyway.
Yeah, so back to Young Justice.
So, but the things that they did in that show, I love in this show, they have like weather. So like there's always a date and time. So like it feels like time is actually advancing. So you've got like, it's nice and hot in the beginning, and then it starts to get like into fall, and then it's by the end of the season it's winter time and then Christmas, so there's snow, and they like work that into the story. And I love that aspect. It's like there's just so many little like world building touches that they put in to make it feel like a genuine, real world that these characters are in. They got like holidays and crap that they got, I think, Thanksgiving going on, and I think it like ends on New Year's. This season ends on New Year's Eve.
Generally good stuff.
How did I forget Captain Marvel?
Yeah, so like we're gonna get into spoiler time as we start. Like some of the most awesome stuff of the series is the cameos. It's got like a little bit of a Justice League feel to it, where you're getting people kind of bouncing in and out, and like the core team starts with Robin, Aqualad, Kid Flash, and Robin, Aqualad, and Kid Flash started all right.
Speedy's there, but
I guess he's not even like in the first mission. He's just like there for 5 minutes and he storms off.
Yeah, but yeah, those are the original.
She comes in like the next 2 episodes.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, she doesn't get introduced to like.
So Robin, Kid Flash.
These all in like 3 days, so it's all gonna blend together.
Robin, Kid Flash, and Aqualad, Superboy. That's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, they go and they infiltrate the Cadmus research lab, and it turns out to be some like gigantic bunker, like James Bondian supervillain bunker, and they find that they cloned Superman, and they've made the Superboy, and they set him free. There's a bunch of shenanigans and
stupid Guardian.
I don't know why you hate Guardian so much. He's so mad. Like it's like I don't know why you give him another thought.
I have an opinion.
But so that's like the first few episodes is them freeing Superboy, and then Miss Martian joins, and then they get Artemis, who is another Green Arrow protege. And then they pick up a few more people just along the way. But what's also really cool is like you're saying, Captain Marvel, with all the like Justice League cameos, because they'll put somebody in charge of like just kind of being like a den mother or whatever, because there are just a bunch of teenagers. So there's someone there, usually Red Tornado, to watch over the team.
But for some reason, they gave this job to Captain Marvel, which I thought was brilliant, because like nobody knows his alter ego. Yeah. So he's just like Captain Marvel, and he's spouting all this wisdom. he's like, you got to be part of the team and join up. And he's like, ooh, a tiger, and he just runs off. And nobody gives it a second thought. Like the Halloween one
Oh, you know, the Halloween one was the best, like use of Captain Marvel, and where he's a 10-year-old and he's the only one who knows he's 10.
Yeah,
because they invited him to they told him that they were going to a Halloween party, and he assumes he's invited.
so he comes in all dressed up, and they're like, where are you going? Because it's like the high school dance that they're going to, and he's like, well, if I can't go to the party, fine. I'll just go trick or treating. You can't have any. He stomps off.
That's good. And there's an episode where that really comes into play too.
A couple times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's just like the key person. The fact that he's a 10. One episode they split the universe so that all the anyone over 18 is can't see anyone under 18, and anyone under 18 can't see anyone over 18, and they're kind of existing in the same universe but split.
It's like parallel dimensions.
So
he can shift.
Captain Marvel, he's Billy Batson at first. He notices all the adults are coming. He's like, if I turn into Shazam or if I turn into Captain Marvel, I'll just disappear. I don't know what'll happen. So things happen where he just has to do it. So he says Shazam, changes over, and then he's like, oh, I'm still alive also. But so he ends up being pretty crucial in communication between the adults and the kids. But no, it's all good stuff, and it's handled so well, I thought.
Yeah, like the Captain Marvel thing, like that shows that they're not, gonna shy away from the kind of stupider villains and stuff. Like they embrace that shit. They're just like, okay, fine. There's Red Tornado and a bunch of other robots. Have fun with that.
I think they get really dark. It definitely gets darker than I thought it would be being a cartoon I saw on Cartoon Network. I really like that. They like one episode is training. They Martian Manhunter puts everybody in basically the danger room, but psychic danger room, and Miss Martian kind of takes over. Somebody dies and she feels really she feels that very strongly and kind of takes over the whole scenario, and then nobody can get out, and this whole thing.
They don't remember that they're in a simulation, even though they were told going in. But she just subconsciously takes over.
And it's really good, and then the aftermath of that.
Yeah. The darkest part of that was at the end of the next episode, because they're all going through psychotherapy, and Superboy. It says that he felt better when everybody was dead.
Mostly Superman though. He's like, Superman died.
Superman shadow.
Yeah, now I'm Superman. Everything's cool. I don't care what happens. All of his friends die. Yeah, but I'm Superman.
That's kind of cool too, because they kind of treat Superman like a deadbeat dad.
Yeah,
even though Superboy's a clone,
right?
And he didn't know about it. Anytime he tries to talk to Superman, he's pushing Batman in front of him and walking away.
He's just like, what was that? Oh yes, I'll come right away, and he just flies off.
Didn't even have an earpiece.
Yeah. Oh no, it's great. It's weird where Batman is more because Superman doesn't even want to talk to it. It's so weird somehow that Superboy exists.
You get the feeling that if he could, Superman would just be like, that's weird.
No, I think he'd get a stick to poke him out. I don't think he'd touch him with his finger. But it's cool. What I like about Superboy is he's the kind of Superman that I like. I like a depowered Superman. He's still strong as fuck, pretty invulnerable. Heat vision is dumb, so he doesn't have it. The ice breath is dumb, so he doesn't have it.
Can't fly,
which actually, they could give him some flight, but
he can jump really high.
He can definitely. He's like original Superman, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. That's pretty much it.
He can hear really well.
Oh yeah,
has the heat vision, or not heat vision, but X-ray vision.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, does X-ray vision?
He only has the X-ray vision when he uses the patches,
the shields. Yeah.
Does he? I thought he had it other times too. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. It's they kind of blend in some of those powers, when you expect him to be flying and stuff. He's just kind of walking around.
Yeah. Or yeah, it's like when they're dropping out of the ship and he's like, "What plans? You didn't even need a line." It's like, yeah, dude, but now everybody knows that we're here.
And you left a small crater.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's really good. The overall villain in this, I thought the end game was worth it. Like,
yeah,
I really like the light and who they all got in there. It's like it's the best Legion of Doom of all time without calling themselves a Legion of Doom. And yeah, no, I really like that. Vandal Savage is in there. Ra's al Ghul, Lex Luthor,
Queen Bee is in there.
I never heard of her before this.
I know she's like a character. I just don't really know her that
Yeah,
well.
well, she can.
The weird magical kid.
Oh, Clarion, the Witch Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know about him because of Etrigan the Demon.
He's cool, but I've
The
never
dude who's just a brain.
seen him in anything else.
Oh yeah, the brain.
The brain.
Yeah.
And Mala.
I don't like him.
Who, Mala?
Yeah.
Dude, just out for Robbie, bro.
I don't know.
But
Another thing I like to do is they have like a harken back to like golden era superheroes. So you got like the older people, like you got the old Dr. Morrow or whatever his name is. The dude who built
Theo Morrow, yeah.
The dude who built Red
Tornado.
Tornado. You got like the original Dr. Fate,
Yeah,
voiced
that's
by
cool.
Eddie Asner. He's like super old, and he's just like, yeah, I'm done with this. But
Yeah.
like when shit goes down, he can still kind of hold his own in a fight.
Maybe I'll just stick around in his helmet for a while.
Yeah, I like how they handled Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
He's like a helmet that inhabits a human host.
Yeah,
he doesn't have his own body.
I thought that was cool because it's like the helmet is his like key to this realm or whatever. Like is his what do you call it?
Familiar?
No.
Nah, it's not familiar with his whatever. It's an artifact or whatever.
Yeah. Fetish. No, not like that kind of fetish.
But so Dr. Fate isn't a guy. He's not like Doctor Strange where he did 12 years in medicine and became Dr. Fate.
Just put that thing on. Wow.
Yeah. And like he's actually called Naboo, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, they actually like a name for him.
Except he reminds me of
Star Wars Episode 1 now.
Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, like that's the only thing is they had to call him Naboo. I know it's spelled different, but it sounds the fucking same. And now I got Jar Jar Binks on the brain. But no, seriously, Young Justice, I can watch it pretty much any time. And watching it again and again, like you notice, now that you know what's going on and who who's really talking to who. They put in like the little looks and the little like
nice.
pauses where like you notice it if you know what's coming, but like not knowing it's good that they had it in there, or you could the little tells. And I think it was just really awesome.
There's a lot of little details that like sometimes just like you're not sure. Like you might notice something weird, and you're like, "Did I mean to do that?"
It's Jason.
Oh shit!
Jason, we're podcasting. You're on the podcast right now. Hold on. I'm gonna put you on speaker so you can be on the podcast. Well, what's up? Well, you've already interrupted the podcast. Now you have to say something about Young Justice.
Young Justice is fantastic. As somebody not a huge anime guy, I freaking love that show.
That's when you watch Spectacular Spider-Man.
No,
Nobody wants Spectacular
I'll call you back.
Spider-Man.
I'll call you back when we're done. All right, that was Jason, our fellow 3 geek. With something probably unimportant, but anything else? Is there anything super awesome?
I don't know. Animation's great. Music's good, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really notice.
Yeah, like I see. And that's how if the music, if you don't notice the music, it was at least good enough to where you're not complaining about it.
It's like, holy crap, this is awful.
Use real guns.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one thing I did want to say. So like they use real guns from the beginning, like bullets and stuff. So when they actually bring out like the laser guns that are alien like origin, they actually feel like in like older TV shows like Spider-Man, it's all laser guns.
Right.
So they can't use real bullets, so they just feel like stupid. So when they bring out laser guns in this, it feels like a bigger threat than like real bullets, which I thought was interesting.
Superboy is just always angry. He's kind of, you know, sulking, angry teenager, but
he's very emo in kind of a good way. I mean, I don't mind watching him break stuff.
Yeah, because he always ends up doing the right thing and not really being such a little dick about it, you know. He's using these shields that's he's half human, half Kryptonian, and that's where the clone came from. He's half Lex Luthor, half Superman. And Lex Luthor is like, hey, I got these things. They suppress your human DNA. They'll give you full Kryptonian power. And so he's taking them, but it's like he gets all roid ragey when he takes them. So they're like one scene, they're all sneaking up on something. And he's like, all right, no, we just need a. And then Superman's, and it just runs up.
He just charges into like through the wall.
Yes, and I'm like, even if you're gonna charge through the wall, you don't need to scream out before you do that, because like you'll still be plenty surprising. No, it's good. That was just one little funny scene. I was like, turn through the wall, fucking Superboy, not giving a fuck. But good shit. Ratings?
Yeah.
Scott?
I'm giving this probably an 8.5. I really enjoyed it. I was really surprised. Now I'm not. It's like what the original Teen Titans should have been. I enjoyed the original Teen Titans. Don't get me wrong. I thought it had a lot of good stuff going for it. But like sometimes it got a little too goofy. Like they definitely like kind of pulled back and from the serious, and so it just felt like I couldn't really get into it all the way. And this isn't afraid to like get serious and you know it doesn't feel like it's taking itself too seriously, but it does feel like it can tell serious stories.
But speaking of that, it's weird because Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans, was half goofy, half serious. They stopped making that show and they started making this one, and it was all serious pretty much. So and then they stopped making this one to make Teen Titans Go, which is all like goofy. And it's weird that they took the show that was both and they split it into two. You know, like they like you can't mix this oil and water together anymore.
If they kind of like this, then they'll like maybe this.
I mean, I'd rather have them do like two shows.
Oh man, like
Teen Titans Go is
terrible.
I wouldn't say it's good, but every now and then I can watch it and laugh. Like I thought it was really dumb what they did.
It is really dumb.
But at the same time, every now and then it will get a chuckle out of me. You know, for as much as I hated what they did to the original show.
I can't watch Teen Titans Go because every time I start that show, I think of how they canceled this one to put this fucking piece of shit show on, and I gotta turn it off.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of like how they canceled Spectacular Spider-Man, put Ultimate Spider-Man.
That show doesn't even exist, dude. It only exists in your head.
I'm gonna get these guys to watch it because I love that show, and it's a lot like this show. I think they're gonna.
Scott's gonna come with a DVD. He's gonna pop it in some blank DVD. He's like, this part's great. Hold on.
Do a blank DVD.
Have you guys watched Candle Cove?
No.
About how like no. It's a show about like it's like this TV show that these kids watch.
Okay.
But like when the parents saw them watching it, it's just them staring at like a static screen. And they're just kind of watching it rocking back and forth. So that's probably maybe Spectacular Spider-Man is my Candle Cove.
Yeah. Like
I'm just like.
You were so traumatized by all the other Spider-Man shows.
I made up a great one.
Made your own.
With Dan, what do you give this one?
I'm gonna give it an 8. It's good. Kind of lost me in a couple areas. Like it's
like 26 episodes for the first season.
Yeah,
and that might have been a bit much.
There's a couple filler, but that like don't actually contribute anything to the main plot.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, it's a really good show. So, 8.
Now I'm gonna have to agree. 8. It
doesn't happen.
Yeah, but I introduced the show as a show I liked to you, and you like it, so I mean that makes sense.
Okay, well, that's something that actually worked
for once. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's again solid writing. Like the jokes they hit, and then it's not too much.
They're never like awkward and like forced.
Right.
There's never like these long like stills on people after they tell a joke, like in some cartoons.
Yeah, like they're waiting for the audience to laugh before they move on.
Yeah.
And no one's laughing.
Yeah. You gotta add that like record scratch sound.
But no, it's just solid. It's solid through and through, and I can dig the the overarching story, and it's one of those shows where you can also kind of just put it on and do something else. Because of the episodicness of it, you don't need to catch every piece. and you can still piece everything together.
But don't fall asleep at the end, or you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, no, the end you definitely gotta watch that for sure. Oh, but and then the end is so awesome too. I just like the way that they did. Like the Justice League's getting mind controlled, and the Teen Titans, Young Justice, they got to go, save them. So they're fighting them, and they do mention it's like, hey, the only reason that we're not like dead already is because they're being controlled. They're not like really able to fight us as well as they could. And they never overpower, because like if at some point in time you're like, well, if Robin is this good, why the fuck would he ever deal with Batman? And there's never that, and I really like that too a lot.
Even being controlled, Batman is kind of kicking his ass.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like they're still like straight up ass kickers with like they're not fucking. You go up against A-Game Batman, like if you're in the fight for more than 5 seconds, that's like a good job. So and then like they had to. Another thing I like is that Superboy just winds up and chucks Robin at Batman, and he was like, "What else are you gonna do?" So it's just awesome. But yeah, it's an 8. It's just a good show. There's rarely ever a moment where you're just like, okay, But so
all the characters are like relatable in some way. Everybody feels real.
Yeah,
there's no like weak characters.
And the dialogue,
at least in season 1.
Yeah, season 2 they add a bunch of characters, so it gets kind of.
There are a couple that are definitely side characters.
Yeah.
But in this, everybody like gets the spotlight for a decent amount of time, and everybody feels like they have a purpose there. There's nobody who feels like they don't belong or like they're just put in to fit this demographic.
Yeah,
like,
I heard them teens like Harley Quinn, so here's that
part of the Justice
League.
Yeah. How that happened, but all right, kids like her and say.
So that's I really really like that about this show. Is there any other thing get in there? The last the wordplay I'm a fan of.
Oh yes, Robin's wordplay.
Robin's constantly deconstructing words. And he's like, if you're overwhelmed or underwhelmed, how come nobody's ever just whelmed? Or the opposite of disaster is aster, when everything goes right.
Aster.
Yeah, we were heavy on the diss last week. This week we're in the aster. Yeah. You saw what I did there.
This doesn't sound right at all.
But no, it's that's another one of my little favorite things, and they keep the joke going, pretty much throughout the whole thing. It's like, don't get whelmed, everybody, or stay whelmed. We're gonna get through this.
Other people pick up on it. Superboy says, "Stay whelmed."
Yeah.
Miss Martian has this thing where she says, "Hello, Megan," and like apparently, like occasionally Superboy will be like, "Hello, Superboy." Robin will be like, "Hello, Like I like how they play off each other. I also really love the Atlanteans have their own language. That they speak to each other when they're in Atlantis, and so like that's just another like great world.
Yeah, it's like another thing you never really thought of. That like of course they would speak a different.
They don't speak English like some English guy went down there and taught them all.
Yeah, it was a missionary. He brought them all to Christ and taught them all English.
Oh, you poor Atlanteans! Let me teach you how to speak.
Look at all your advancements in science and magic, but you need to learn the way and the truth. No, but I can't say it enough. A solid fucking show. I love this show. I could really just watch it anymore.
Yeah, it's good. It'll keep you hooked. You'll definitely be like, next episode. Because like, you want to know what happens next. You want to know how it fits into everything. You want to know the where it's going. It definitely has enough at the end, like little snippets where it's like they'll show the light kind of talking about their plans, and even though the team won, like they didn't really like hinder the light's plans at all. Like it's.
Or you see like where they're like like the bad guys are maneuvering everybody to where whether you win or lose, you still lose. And things like that. Like it was good shit.
Yeah. And
they weren't ever like ridiculous. Like it was all stuff you could see happening. Like the episode where Lex Luthor is the diplomat, and he's like the guy's like accuses him. You've been selling weapons to both sides for years. Like why are you here? And he's like, hey man, well obviously they know because they all buy weapons from me.
Did you never have the episode where like Lex Luthor has a laser that's gonna blow up the moon, and then that's going to come down and rain on the, like
But
that's some ridiculous.
They even give you that though
yeah.
when they set up the false, so they
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
dump out the Legion of Doom, and like this, we're gonna take over the world, and
yeah.
and it's all of that, but it's still, even that is in the context
It's
of
still somewhat believable, I guess.
but no, but like they were the puppets, and they put them in this
yeah.
ridiculous situation just to keep the heat, off of the real bad. So it's
Yeah.
like, it was just good.
Oh, you got the whole subplot with the mole in the team, which I thought was kind of
Yeah,
the way they handled, the way the team handled it was dumb.
Yeah.
Every time we're like, well, you didn't betray us, so you must not be the mole. Like they're pretty,
Yes.
which isn't really bad writing. It's just it's good writing that these characters are like, oh, that proves it, but then they're still just all wrong at the end, like, because there is a mole, and that does come into play. But yeah, some of them are pretty quick to trust each other after like certain things happen.
Well, but it's just like, I don't know. If you are waiting to find out if someone's being honest with you, and like you're like the bad guy shows up, and you're like, okay, this is the final bad guy. We've unraveled all the secrets. We know what's up, and then they don't betray you. That's one thing.
Yeah,
but if you're just like, well, it's Tuesday and we hung out together, so you must not be the mole. That doesn't make much sense to me. But that was one of the weaker points. And they're just like, yeah, even like the most suspicious dude, Red Arrows is suspicious of everyone. Like
friggin' Batman's right there. It's like anybody's gonna figure it out. It's Batman,
right?
He's got files on everybody. It's like,
but that wasn't handled very well. But that was one little thing.
Yeah.
And the rest of it was so fucking awesome.
The rest of it was pretty aster. So.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Go watch Young Justice season 1. We're gonna cover season 2 at a later date. We're gonna be back later tonight with Batman Assaults on Arkham, and I'm gonna try my best not to make it a why isn't the Suicide Squad movie better.
They probably have more money.
Anyway, so yeah, check us out. We will catch you guys later. Damn, I should have done this first.